Hello everyone and welcome to Articulate Storyline. My name is Lina Hariri and I'm going to show you today how to work on Articulate Storyline to make interactive lessons and activities. First of all, I'm going to show you the project that we work on. It's called Eating Etiquette and the Arab World, and we will see that every slide would have characters or images or videos or text boxes. So we will start by playing the first slide. As you can see, we see here there's a title box, and there's a character and a picture. Let's play the slide.
During their mealtime. This rule holds true to foreigners as well. However, the Arabs are generally very forgiving to foreigners as long as they show respect and an effort to understand the Arab culture and its etiquette. Often the Arab host will offer to help you in any way that they can.
Okay, now we're going to the second slide.
In the following video, we are going to learn about dinner etiquette in the Arabic country, Qatar. Click next to start watching.
Okay, so as you can see here, there's also a title, there's a character that's moving in the middle of the slide, and we have a map, and we'll talk about that later when we go into each slide and how to create it. We're going to the next slide, and we're showing a video from YouTube.
Mr. Curio, friendly neighborhood guitar here, and today we're going to be talking about food, specifically the etiquette that goes into eating with a guitar. How does it work? Now, you are not expected necessarily to bring something when you are invited to someone's home, but it's always nice to bring maybe like a little bit of a dessert, because in our culture, we like to exchange food, especially during Ramadan, and when you do go ahead and exchange food with someone, it's building a bond. It makes you closer. This is the international symbol for now, when you do go ahead and arrive and you're sitting around the table, the first thing that you say before eating is Bismillah. And
okay, so we're going to stop here, and I hope you enjoyed that clip from the video. We will go back. We will go actually to the second slide. And then here is where we start asking the questions based on the video that we have. So here we have a question form, and we have images, and also we have a character. And in this one, we're supposed to answer a question that was shown in the video, and the question is which of these food items an Arab would most likely not eat? If we answer, we're going to choose an answer right now, and if we say hamburger, for example, and let's see when we submit what we see. So the answer was incorrect. And as you can see, the character is feeling down because we didn't have the right answer, and it's asked us to continue. The second one also is an image, and then the question is, what would an Arab say after finishing eating his food? So if we choose the right answer, and then we submit, it shows that the character is happy, and he's telling you that this is the right question. And we have multiple of these slides, the same thing. Okay, so we were going to continue. And then here we have another slide that has the drag and drop. Okay, we're going to stop here, and then we're going to show you in the slides how to create a project that's similar to this one. We opened the Articulate Storyline, and we have the template that's already provided for you in Moodle, and we are going to open the first slide. It's a template that's going to help you create a project that's similar to what we have seen before. As you can see in the menu, you would see File, Home, Insert, Slides, Design, and we have multiple slides on the Scene section here. We will start with the first slide. In the topic section, we would type the text that we want. We're going to say here, we're going to write eating etiquette in the Arab world. And I know I typed that wrong. So we'll fix it. Okay, and in the theme, we're going to say Arab culture. This is very easy to enter. Once you want to enter a text, it just basically type directly into the box. In the image, we're going to get an image either from a file, or we can clip it from a website. So let's insert an image here. So in order to insert a picture, what we can do, we can click on the picture here, and we have two options, either a picture from a file or a screenshot. A picture from a file is basically as any other program. You just open the file from your folder from your desktop, and then you just click an image, and then you can add it, and it's there. And what you have to do is basically just minimize it in order to fit the box that it's provided for you. As you can see, Articulate has the option of adding a picture from a screenshot, and this helps you a lot if you are talking about something that's already on your desktop. So if you want to insert a picture from there, you just click on picture and you click on a screenshot, and it shows you different windows that are open. And then we're going to choose this one, and we crop it. So you go to crop, and then you resize it to the section that you want. And then you can click on the crop again, and then here it is. So these are two ways of adding pictures on Articulate Storyline. If you look at the character, I'm going to drag this side up, so I'll show you here in the timeline what's happening when we play the slide. You will see every time I click on something, it's highlighted. So you can see this one, for example, it's picture 5. This is the text for Arab culture. Here, as you can see, it's highlighted, and it shows you the order of the items that are on the slide. In the character, if we want to add a character to the slide, here we have Bob, the one that's showing in the slide, and okay, I don't see, where are the other one? Okay, I didn't make it interactive in this one. I didn't make it moving. It was just only one thing. So we didn't talk about this last time, right? I don't think we did. Yeah, so so you see the character that's in there. If you want to add a character, what you can do is basically go to, I'm just gonna take this down, and I'm going to, let's say if I want to change the character and I don't want this, this one, I right click on it, and then I go to replace character, and from there it will show me many characters that I can they have in there, and they have also they have expressions and poses. So if I click, for example, on this person, on Bernardo, and then I want him to look to the left, so I click on left, and I go to expression, and then I want to show him that he's serious because he's explaining something that's very important. So he's thinking about it, and I'm going to choose the pose, and then he's thinking, but at the same time he's pointing, or he's basically just gesturing with his hand. And then I'm going to click on insert. And here's the character, and as you can see, it's not, doesn't have the right measurement, so we have to basically click on it and then change it. So this is how we add a character or replace it. If you want to start from scratch, you don't have a character here, what you can do is go to insert and you click on character and you would still have the same options that we talked about. Okay, I have to insert something, so let's see. Okay. Now we were going to the second slide. So in the second slide, we have the same thing. We have the theme, we have the topic, so we add these things. And here, the option that we have is place a web object here. So in order to do this, we click on the placeholder for the web object, and then we click on the globe in the insert menu. And then if you want, like we have to go to the website that we want to add. Let's say we want to share this website. So we select it, we copy it, and then we take it back to Storyline and we add it here. Articulate Storyline gives you the option of displaying the web object either in the slide or display it in a new browser, so and it leaves totally the Articulate Storyline. So we will say display in slide. Click OK. Here is the place for the web object. I'm going also to resize it, the same thing that I did for the picture. However, while you're in the creation mode, Articulate Storyline does not allow you to see the web object. So you have to publish it in order to see it. At this stage, we have to save our work before we lose it. So we go to File and Save. Or we can save it as if you want to give it a different name. Let's preview what we have so far. So we go to Preview, and we do the entire project. So you have the option of doing just a slide or the entire project. So let's do the entire project right now. Okay, this is the first slide that we created. And we go to the next one, and we see here that it says web object is unavailable during preview. Okay, so we will go back, we close the preview. And in the web object also, you have the option, as we said earlier, to add a map. For ArcGIS, in order to have a map, interactive map here, you go to Map and create a web app, then go to Story Map, Show All, and choose Minimalist. And this is something that can be explained in the session, in the class. And then you save and share and copy the short URL to web object, to the window of the web object. Okay, going to the video, to the third slide, here there is a video. Same thing like the web URL or web object. So to have the YouTube inserted in the slide of Articulate Storyline, we go to the video that we want from YouTube, and then what we do, we go to Share. We click on Share, and we go to Share a Link, Embed. This one will give us a link to have the video inserted. As you can see here, we have a code for that video, and it shows how the height and the width of that video, and it says it's allow full screen. So if you want to start it at a certain time frame, then you click and then you add the time that you want to start at, or you can just uncheck it and then you'd copy it. We go to Articulate Storyline and we insert, we go to insert, and then we go to video, and then video from a website, and then we add here the embedded code that we copied. So okay, here's the code. Okay. So now we have video. It shows where the measurement of the video is going to be, and we can extend it to the size that we want it. So we go to the slide, And it says also that the web video is unavailable during preview. Going now to the fun part, which is adding the activities and the questions. So we go to the second slide. And then here we have the question. So we type, what do Arab people say before eating? And this question is, of course, based on the video, on the YouTube video that they saw. And here we have 3 buttons. In this one, it's multiple choice. And basically, if you click on one, that means you cannot click on the second one and get selected. So it's basically, you have to answer, the answer is one only. And you check the one that's correct. So if you put the image here, you replace it with whatever image you want. So I'm going to add an image. I can actually also add a shape in here. So I'm going to go to a shape, and I'm going to put, let's see, this one here. Okay. So in this shape, I'm going to add the text. So I right click and then click on edit text, and I'm going to say here the right answer, which is Bismillah. And then here I'm going to copy. I'm going to click on it, copy and paste. I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to change the color of this circle or this oval. Right click, and I go to change shape if I want to have a different shape, or I can just go and go to the design. Go to format, and then pick the color that I want. If it's orange or red, so I'm going to put red, and I'm going to change the text to another answer. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to extend it a little bit so it fits the word. And I'm going to do the same thing again for the third one. And then drag it, put it in here, and then just write something else. Okay. And of course, you need time to just put it in order, make sure it's the right measurement. So I'm going to change also the color of it, and then I'm just going to make it orange. So what happened when in this one, we have 2 options. We have the slide view, which is what you see right now, and it's selected, and we have the form view. Let's look at the form view and see what we have here. In form view, it's saying that the box, check box 1, it's probably is the right answer, but what we have selected is B. And that means if we go to slide view, that this one is box B, because this is the one that's selected. So if we go, as you can see, we have slide view and we have form view. We are now at the slide view. So if we go to form view, you will see that it shows that one correct question. If you click on one, you will see that the other one would be unchecked. And here, the checkbox 1, basically it's showing the box that's highlighted. And if you click on that one, checkbox 1 means this one. If you go back to slide view, this is box number 1, and this is box number 2. And these are the Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, and all these are just images. They're not interactive. It's only the buttons that are interactive. In the form view, as you can see, we have also in the set feedback, you have the option of adding correct or incorrect and post quiz review. in the correct, that's the default message, and it says that's right, and then you write why it's right, and then you put the text justification in there. And if you did not select the correct response, you can also say why. And you have the choice of changing the feedback, and you can write anything that you want in there. So the same thing will happen. The same thing we can do for the other slides. As you can see, we have another. If you go to slide view, you can see here we have another slide, the same thing, and 3 of the same. And here's another one here that it's a drag and drop. And if we preview that, what happened basically is you can drag the item and then put it in there, and then you can choose which one is corrected and which one is not correct. So I'm going to close the preview and then show you the form view and what we have in there. Basically, what we are saying that for rectangular caption 1, the drop target is none. So if you take it and drop it in no place, basically you don't need to drop it. There's no target for it. You don't have to drop it in anywhere because this is not the right answer. The right answer is basically when you say that it's in the drop target, which is the hotspot. This is a whole new lesson that's going to take forever to explain, but we're going to skip it right now. Okay, the last one is the result page. So what happened when you have multiple slides that they have a question, either like multiple choice, drag and drop, true or false slides, and you want the result of that, of all these slides. We're going to go to insert file, sorry, not file. We're going to new slide. And then here, as you can see, you have the template. So if you have any template that's already done, or basic layout, what we used for this project is basic layout, and we chose the title and content. Or you can import other slides from PowerPoint and Storyline. In the graded questions, let's see. This is where we picked the multiple choice, and then we did the slides that you can see. So you can pick any slide. We have many options for question. You can have matching, sequence, numeric, hotspot, and we have also the end result, which is here the last one. So you want to add grade result, so we're going to add this one. Insert slide, and then in here you pick the slides that you want them to be graded. So if I want, for example, this slide and the third one and the fourth one, I want to skip the second one, you can. You can have also the passing score. So let's say you want to put it, for example, at 75. If they answer 3 questions or 75% of the questions, then they pass. If not, then they fail. You can also make it timed, so from the moment that they start to the end. So you can select how many minutes you want on your the whole exam. And let's see now. So we're gonna say okay, and then you will see this result slide that we just created. Okay, so the fun part is now you want to publish your work and see what you have done so far. So in the home menu, you go to publish, and you select the web. We have, if you want to add it to your server, you select the web. If you want to go to Articulate Online and publish it there. LMS is good. That's if you want to publish it through Moodle, Canvas, or Blackboard, or you can have it on a CD, or make it as a Microsoft Word. When you do it in a Microsoft Word, is basically when you want to know everything that you created on that one, and you want it for review. So it will show the slide, it will show the result, it will show the correct and incorrect, and then you can be reviewed and evaluated. So we will go now with the web, and we have to make sure that the format is HTML5. So we do publish. And then we have the title. We create the title that we want. Usually, it's the default is the one that it has in the storyline that we created. Okay, so we want to view the project. So now it's published, and you can see that this is the first slide that we created, and you see that we changed the character here. And if we go to next slide, okay, and for the final one, you can see that we have the video, and then you can play it.
Hey everyone, so as you know, we are working on the next few country episodes, which means this is going to have to be a filler week. This week.
Okay. So, and as you can see, it shows all the things that come with YouTube, and these are things that you can manipulate later on as in advanced courses. You can put the answer that we want, and then we click submit, and that shows that, you know, it's the wrong question. And then if we continue, we have different slides that we did not populate. And okay, we have to answer this one, because if you don't choose an answer, then it will show that you have to complete the question. So we're going to click on one and then submit. And we wait for the button. And here we can drag certain item to the hotspot, and we submit. And this didn't work. So in this one, I think the choice is basically to do it more than once. So you can ask the student either to have one time chance to answer, or you can have it multiple times. So here we give it two chances, and as you can see here, that the score is we passed. Thank you, congratulations. And here it shows, if you review the quiz, it shows which one is correct and which one is not correct. So